Dude, this shit is dumb. This is literally Atheon.
Fucking Jesus Christ!
No, this shit is Atheon.
Hey guys, Delta here with an insane Warlock team build that truly plays into the support. What I run for this is Fusion Grenades, Touch of Flame, and Icarus Dash. I also run for my Fragments, Ember of Ashes, Ember of Singeing, Ember of Torches, and Ember of Empyrean. Now, this build is absolutely crazy. It does so much damage. For my weapon choice, I use Xenophage and Forbearance. The other weapons are up to your choosing. For armor, I have Verity's Brow, and that's going to be on Firepower. I have gloves with stacks on stacks. I have a chest piece with Charged Up, and boots with Supercharge, and I have Blast Radius on my Bond. And for my other armor set, it's going to be purely Firepower. This is essentially the same thing as the Titan build with the Storm Grenades and Heart of Inmost, but this turns everyone into a grenade throwing machine. And you're about to see that with a couple of these clips here of a few bosses that I did with a few of my friends. Now, all we do is we set up our Charged with Light stacks, we swap to our Firepower gear. Next thing is we build death rows. So to do that, you're going to want to use your solar weapon to kill enemies. Now, once you have those death rows, you'll start to get a buff called Feeling the Flame. Now, Feeling the Flame is going to give, I think, a 500% or over 500% recharge rate on all grenades for anybody. So if you have a Titan, if you have a Hunter, if you have another Warlock like that's on Void, all those grenades are going to charge so extremely quick that your damage output is going to be insane. Now, I didn't even do a full phase of this ogre, and you're about to see here that I did 1.2 million damage to this ogre. That is absolutely nuts. This has to be one of the highest damage dealing things inside of the game, and it basically turns any encounter that you're in into Atheon, and Atheon is just a grenade spam boss. And if you loved the fact that you could spam grenades on Atheon, well, now you can take that outside of Vogue and go do it anywhere else. Now, I even use this on Riven, and if I had a full set of Riven Curses or Transcendent Blessings, I probably could have broken 1 million damage on Riven, but this was equivalent to using just a sword on Riven's leg, just with me doing my normal grenade rotation without any weapons included. If you add weapons into this damage rotation, like shooting a Xeno shot in between your grenades or like a slug shotgun in between, then you're absolutely going to do insane damage to the boss. Now you see my grenades are hitting for about 30-40k per grenade, and I'm absolutely destroying this health bar. Now, this build can be used in any setting as long as you have 2 warlocks that are running this exact same build. You can run this in raids, nightfalls, dungeons, so on and so forth. As long as you have 2 people running this build, the regen is absolutely insane. Now, here's another clip of the ogre boss where we all do so much damage, and in a couple of these clips we actually have to like stop damaging just because it's so good. We don't want to kill it, and we want to show off the damage numbers that it's producing. On this ogre, you see that I'm hitting 60 to 70k per my grenade, and it's absolutely destroying that health bar. And I jump off here just because I don't want to kill him or do any extra damage. And I believe in this clip I hit 1.3, 1.4 million, and it's so insane that I recommend everybody do this. Now, here's the Titan's POV showing how fast the regen can be. Now, he's running Heart of Inmost Light, and he doesn't have any firepower stacks. He doesn't have anything else buffing his grenade recharge. This is just Heart of Inmost and Feeling the Flames buff from the Verity's Brow, and his grenades are recharging so quick that it's insane. And he's doing so much damage with that. In this clip, he hits about 1 million, 1.5, I believe. And if he had like firepower set up or something else set up, then he will do so much more damage. And here's another clip of him doing some damage. Here's actually one of our best clips that we actually literally had to stop damaging and jump off the map, and he was like an inch off of dying. And you get so much regen, and it's just all because of Verity's Brow. And that's why this build is so insane in turning everywhere into Atheon. And I recommend other people start trying to use this build, because it will actually become the best thing to use on most bosses. And you see, we're just chunking and chunking away at these health bars. It's absolutely insane. We left him with barely any health remaining. Now, in some of these bosses, like in the Prophecy boss, we had to stop damaging and just decide to go solo and test out some solo damage. Here's the solo Titan damage, and we're just kind of like shooting off into the air, trying to make sure we give him the Feeling the Flames buff, so he can just recharge his grenade and chuck his grenade. And he's absolutely destroying this health bar solo. And I even did this solo where I'm just using my grenades and my teammate Rex is buffing me, and I almost kill the boss on my own, and I have to just like stop damaging where I can't deal any more damage just because I don't want to kill him or risk killing the boss. Now, here is what a full team of it looks like on the Phalanx Echo. And at the start, it started off slow because we didn't have our Feeling the Flames buff and there was no enemies. And I'm looking around for the enemies and I see that the enemies are spawning. So I wait a few seconds, I kill me an enemy, then I'm just kind of sitting here. I throw my grenade, but it's immune. I kill that Scion or Goblin, and we just start throwing, and look at his health bar get deleted and chunked. It's absolutely insane how fast your damage is getting dealt. And right here is my solo on the Warlock, and having my teammate buff my damage, or buff my regen speed, and I do pretty much all of the boss's health bar once I start getting my grenades to chain. Now, if you liked this build or enjoyed a build video that I just made, please leave a comment, like, and sub, and I'll try and make more of these crazy builds that you can use in your daily gameplay that absolutely destroy and make you run through enemies like they're nothing. So, thank you. I'm going to let the rest of these clips play out and hope you enjoy.